The most mind-blowing Easter eggs hidden in your favorite animated movies that you probably never noticed. You'll also discover the Disney Easter egg that completely terrified audiences. Watch until the end, because some of these details will genuinely surprise you. Let's get into it. In the movie Coco, the skeleton designs were intentionally reworked to make them look more expressive and appealing. But now, pay close attention. On the right side of one scene, you can briefly spot a poster featuring The Incredibles. The creepy part is that the story takes place in the land of the dead, so the superhero family appears in the same skeletal style as the dead characters in the movie, including the children. So, could this mean the entire family died during one of their heroic missions and became legends in this world? That's actually a pretty dark and fascinating theory. Now here's an incredible Easter egg hidden inside Frozen. Did you notice the famous Disney couple secretly appearing in the movie? In one scene, you can actually spot Rapunzel walking alongside Eugene Fitzherbert. They appear at the very beginning of the film, when Anna excitedly runs through the streets of Arendelle before her sister's coronation. Among the guests gathering for the celebration, Rapunzel and Eugene can be seen arriving as honored visitors to the kingdom. This tiny detail helped fuel one of the biggest Disney fan theories ever, the idea that multiple Disney kingdoms exist within one shared universe, and honestly, that could eventually lead to the biggest crossover in Disney history. But speaking of crossovers, there's already one animated movie that openly mocked Disney itself. You probably already know which one I'm talking about. In Shrek, the creators hid a clever jab at Disney. Lord Farquaad's castle looks strikingly similar to Disneyland, and many fans believe Lord Farquaad was designed as a parody of former Disney CEO Michael Eisner. It was DreamWorks' subtle way of trolling their biggest competitor, and honestly, the entire Shrek franchise feels like one giant parody of classic Disney fairy tales. By the way, are you excited for Shrek 5? Alright, let's continue, because now you're about to see one of the darkest Disney Easter eggs ever hidden in an animated movie. At first glance, Hercules seems completely unrelated to The Lion King. One is a story about a legendary Greek hero, while the other follows the king of the Pride Lands. But Disney's writers still found a way to connect them in a surprisingly disturbing way. Take a close look at what Hercules is wearing in this scene. The animators actually used the skin of Scar, the main villain from The Lion King. Throughout the movie, Hercules can be seen wearing the lion pelt, but the moment he throws it onto the ground, the reference becomes impossible to miss. Honestly, that's kind of brutal, don't you think? There are a lot of hidden details in Disney movies, but now get ready for one of the darkest Easter eggs in animation history. In Disney's classic Three Little Pigs, there's a surprisingly disturbing hidden joke that most kids would probably never notice. Younger viewers are usually focused on the characters and the story itself, but adults? They'll immediately spot the portrait hanging on the wall in the upper right corner, the father of the dancing piglets. And once you realize what that implies, it becomes one of the most brutal Disney Easter eggs ever hidden in animation. Honestly, it's a very dark piece of humor disguised inside a children's cartoon. Did you ever notice this moment before? Now, Disney characters are famous for secretly appearing in each other's worlds, and Big Hero 6 is packed with hidden references. Inside Fred's mansion, you can briefly spot a statue of Prince Hans from Frozen. What makes it even funnier is that the statue gets completely destroyed during the young hero's training session. To be fair, he probably deserved it. And there's another awesome detail hidden inside Fred's mansion, a portrait of Stan Lee hanging on the wall. He later appears in the movie himself, making yet another legendary cameo. Considering the film is based on Marvel Comics, this reference makes perfect sense. There's also one more subtle Disney callback hidden in Hero's house. In one of the family photos, you can spot Hero's cat dressed up as Stitch. Did you catch that detail? Let me know in the comments. And now it's time for one of the most famous Easter eggs in animation history, one you've probably heard about before. Did you know the hidden code A113 is considered legendary among animation fans? This number appears in countless Pixar and Disney movies, on license plates, doors, monitors, and even storage lockers. The reason is actually pretty wholesome. A 113 was the classroom number at California Institute of the Arts, where many famous animators studied before joining Pixar and Disney. So every appearance of A113 is basically a tribute to where their journey began. Now let's talk about Zootopia. a movie absolutely packed with hidden references and Easter eggs. But one of the smartest details has to be the elephant versions of Anna and Elsa. If you pay close attention near the beginning of the movie, you can briefly spot two elephant children dressed exactly like the famous Frozen sisters. Even better, the animators placed them in the coldest and snowiest district of the city. And then there's another brilliant reference hidden in the underground lab scene. One of the rams directly references the TV series Breaking Bad. The movie even mentions the names Walter and Jesse, the two main characters from the iconic show. Alright, let's keep going. In Lilo and Stitch, there are several references to Mulan. For example, Nani, Lilo's older sister, is brave, loyal, and incredibly smart, much like Mulan herself. So it's no surprise that a Mulan poster can be seen hanging in Nani's room. The references appear multiple times throughout the movie. In the town on the island of Kauai, where Lilo and Nani live, you can even spot a restaurant called Mulan Wok. And now for a classic Disney theory. In Tarzan, there's a scene where the gorillas discover a human campsite. Among the dishes and teacups, you can clearly spot Mrs. Potts and Chip from Beauty and the Beast. This tiny detail eventually inspired one of the wildest Disney fan theories ever, the idea that many Disney movies are secretly connected within the same universe. So, which Easter egg surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.